Good morning! So, today's the day that I chop off all my hair and I dye it by myself. Do I think that this is a good idea? Not really. No, I don't think it's a good idea. But I'm going to be doing it anyways. So, basically, if you want to see, this is my hair now. As you can see, my roots are extremely dark. And then I have some of these pieces are extremely blonde, some are more not so blonde. But I feel like I've been blonde for a while. I don't know. We're going to see what I actually do. Because I'm not quite sure. All I know is I'm going to chop my hair like short and dye it. But I don't know how I'm going to dye it. So we're going to figure that out together as a family. If you want to see me possibly ruin my hair off in this video, then please keep watching. Hello guys, so we are ready to chop off my hair. I'm actually gonna do this somewhat orderly. Well, first, I need a brush. I don't own a brush, so I'm gonna go find one from my nephew. So I'm just gonna brush through my hair. It honestly is not that frizzy because my hair is a little bit dirty. Just a little bit dirty. But this is why I don't brush my hair. Because it gets gross. But up here it's dirty enough that it's staying flat. Alright, so now that I've brushed my hair, I'm going to just part it down the middle. And I'm going to put a hair tie on each side just so I can cut off the bulk of my hair. I'm not nervous at all. Not at all. It didn't take me 4 years to grow my hair out. It didn't. This is a really bad look for me. Now I know that I will not look good with pigtails like this. Okay, so they're even enough. Ah, I'm scared. So I have my Conair scissors, by the way. Ah! Okay, we're doing. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. So I'm cutting above it so I can just have. I'm gonna make it shorter than this. Okay, well, my scissors stopped working there. I can't breathe. Well, that's one off. Sounds like a frog going through my hair. That needed to be done. My hair feels much more fresh now. But now I have to deal with this whole ugly situation right there. Okay, everything's fine. I'm gonna just tell you the plan of what's gonna happen. I'm gonna trim my hair just this back part that's way longer. That doesn't make any sense. Then I'm gonna dye it, and then when it's wet after dyeing it, I'm going to go through and make any corrections. That's what we're gonna do. The last time I cut my hair super short, I was able to donate the hair because I had never dyed it, but now I don't know what to do with this. What do you do with dyed hair? You just throw it away? Right? You can't compost it. That doesn't make any sense. Because when you dye under the ground, your hair just keeps growing. And I don't think does it compost? Hair doesn't compost. Okay, I'm gonna just cut my hair. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to get rid of, you know how it's super dark and then just all of a sudden goes blonde? I don't want that anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dye the rest of this hair brown, my natural hair color, except these front pieces that I'm about to section off, and keep these face framings blonde and the rest dark. That. I mean, it has some of my brown hair, but just because I kind of want it to fade like that because the bottoms are blonde, I'm going to make a bun. And now all of this is going to go back to being very much brown. Okay, so I have Redken Shades EQ in the shade Golden Apricot 08WG, and that's going to make it very golden because I have kind of ashy blonde hair. I'm sorry, my dogs are walking in and out constantly. So I'm going to mix that to make a toner to first fill in my hair, because bleached hair is basically like hollow because you've taken out all the pigmentation, I think. That's what I've learned. And my friend who's a hairstylist kind of explained it to me as well. So we're going to first do that. I'm going to go ahead and make 50-50. I don't know. You're going to see. I'm going to fill it up with some of this. I think that that will work. It should work. And then I'm going to fill the rest up with the Shades EQ Developer. About that much. So it's like half and half. And again, this is about to make my hair probably look very orange. I've never wanted my hair to look orange. This is great. I probably should change my shirt because I like this shirt. I'm going to be right back. Okay, this is really insane, like how much of a difference that was, but it's okay because I guess I'll just cut this side to look like this side, even though I think that this side looks better. Whatever. So now I'm just going to go ahead and, oh, I got that on my leg. And I'm going to wash my hands right after because no puedo. And I know from getting my hair dyed that toner doesn't stay on the hair super duper long because I'm just getting that toner all up in there. I made way too much toner. I don't have any hair. Okay. And I have used toner before. I actually, if you guys want to know, I've dyed people's hair before. Bleached and dyed. I think I did a good job. I did a balayage once. It came out, like, not perfect, but it came out good. I could never do it on myself. So now that this is what's happening, and it's filling my hair to be orange, like my hands, I'm going to go wash my hands, cover this hair that I don't want to be orange, these front pieces, with some conditioner. Then I'm going to shower my hair. Then I'll be right back. Note to anyone who's going to try to use this as a tutorial, do not clean your white bathrooms the day before you decide to do this to your hair. My bathroom is now orange, so. Alright, so I just got out of the shower. My hair is soaking wet. I think I might kind of just adjust some of this haircut now because I have to wait for it to be a little bit more dry in order to do the next part. So now I'm just going to brush my hair, and again I'm just going to go through and cut like my hair. Just cut it correctly. So how I'm going to do that is I'm actually going to part my hair, leaving these front pieces out, but like a half up, half down. So now I'm just going to go with one of these combs and just kind of make like an even cut as much as I can, you know. And now I'm just going to let down a little bit more of that hair. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now these front pieces, I'm just gonna, I actually kind of want them a little bit shorter, but not super short. Okay, that looks about good. Now I'm gonna let down the last layer. Okay, so I think I cut it pretty well. I have like all the hair all over my body. This is the little section that I have sectioned out to keep very blonde. For the color, I have these Matrix hair dyes, and I have one in the shade light brown neutral and one in medium blonde pearl nut. I know that that doesn't make any sense because you're like, but you're trying to get your hair darker. But we'll see. I really want Chinese food. Should I order Chinese food? I don't know. I should probably read instructions. I don't know what to do. Is there any instructions? Follow instructions inside. Oh, they're inside. Oh, hell no. It's inside the actual box. I gotta like rip open the box to get the instructions. Why do they do that? Because what if you accidentally rip the instructions? Then you can't read it. It's like, that's a little not very smart. Okay. Also, I still want Chinese food. There we go. And that just went down my shirt. So according to the inside of that little sketchy little box, I'm supposed to use some developer. So I have this 10 volume. It says 20 volume, but I don't really care. I do care. I care a lot. But it's fine. This is what I have, so I'm going to use it. And it says to do like about 50-50. It's talking about like grams and all this like weighting stuff. I'm just going to figure it out. So like if I'm dividing it in 4, this is 1/4. This is also 1/4. Then this will be the extra 2/4. And that should make sense, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and do that mixture. It feels so fancy. That smells absolutely horrid. This is how it's looking. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this other brush. Just with like a little bit right there. First I'm gonna brush it out. I'm gonna paint it on. I feel like I'm doing this completely wrong. I feel like it would make more sense to go with my hands. I'm just gonna do a layer of this all over though. I'm trying to be so professional with this, but I think that a professional would have sectioned my hair. And I'm not doing that. I feel like the under part of my hair is already brown anyway, so it's not like a big deal. It's mostly just like the top layer of my hair is blonde. The color's on and I look magnificent. I think that this is a style that people should rock more often. So now that this is going to process on my hair, I'm actually going to go ahead and clean up because I literally have hair surrounding me and now drops of hair dye. So I'm going to clean this up. Does it say how long to leave it on? 20 minutes at room temperature. I'll leave it on for like 25 to 30 just because my hair is wet and I feel like that definitely messed up something. So I'll be back in 20 to 25 minutes. Hopefully by then I've decided if I could order Chinese food or not. I am back. I just put some conditioner here because I'm about to wash off the dye. As you can see, it dyed my shoulder. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take some of my purple shampoo. Oh wow, I just dripped it all over my body. And I'm going to add that on this piece of hair that's still blonde. Just so it's definitely toned and covered, and I already put some conditioner on it, so now it's going to be toned and conditioned and protected from getting any of like the other dye onto my hair. With the dark hair dye, I'm going to try to rinse all of that off first. Then I'm going to go ahead and rinse this off by itself as well, and then hopefully just like go through and it won't be mixing in the dark color onto this hair because I want this to stay blonde. So I'm just gonna do this, and I'm probably gonna put another coat of conditioner on. Alright, so it is all washed out. My hair is super short, and this is how the front blonde pieces are looking. And then this is how the hair dyed. There's some parts that are still lighter like that, but most of it's pretty dark. Honestly, it's okay if it's not like just completely like this color, but I think I love it so far. I don't own a blow dryer, so we're just gonna have to wait for this hair to dry to see what it actually looks like. Alright, so my hair dried. It's a little bit wet in the back, but you guys don't even see the back because I can't even see the back, and there's probably a bunch of pieces that have not been cut correctly. So that's exciting. I put on some makeup just because I feel like every single time I do my hair different, I want to put makeup on after just so I can feel like, even though I'm dressed like a bum. But the color came out really, really nice. So obviously this is exactly the same. And this is a lot darker than it would have been if I just didn't bleach it. I mean, not bleach it, if I didn't dye it brown. But you can see how much healthier this looks in comparison to this piece that was barely cut at all. I'll show you from the side, maybe from the back. That's what it looks like from the side. I think it's cut pretty okay. Ah, it probably looks so bad from the back. Side again. I actually love it so much. And yeah, this is the hair. I can kind of put it up if I wanted to, kind of, not really. And I think it's really, really cute. I think that as it grows, especially, it's gonna grow really nicely. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm actually so happy, and I'm so relieved that so much hair was cut off because I was tired of it and it was super damaged. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.